to be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep no more.
Someone described Hamlet being a hoop through which every actor must sooner or later jump. You walk on, you can hear the silence thicken as they know what you're about to say, and when you do begin to say it, you hear an entire audience of 1,500 people going, to be or not to be, that is the question. They love it. It's like, if you're going to see Hamlet, you know, that's the thing you come for, amongst others, but I mean, that's it.
Wouldn't you like to play Hamlet?
No.
But every actor wants to play Hamlet.
No, not really.
We're gonna run the soliloquy.
Okay.
This one scares you, yeah?
Yeah, it scares the shit out of me.
Why? You know it.
Yeah, of course I know it. Everybody knows it. That's the problem.
Why?
Because when I say to be or not to be, the audience will be hearing every great actor who ever spoke those words. They'll hear Olivier and Burton or you.
More likely Mel Gibson, but...
And whenever you got to that speech, there is a particular silence that falls on the audience. Tangible, you can touch it.
It's a bit like when someone gets to take over Bond, of course. Everyone's wondering how they're going to do the line, my name is Bond, James Bond.
Yeah.
Of course, in Hamlet, they're wondering how they're going to do the to be or not to be.
Cut it, I say cut it.
Shut up. Shut up! What part of shut up don't you understand? To be...
Austin, are you okay? Bring up the lights for a second. Did you do the to be or not to be speech? Or what?
Of course I didn't do. They were laughing at me.
No, they weren't. They loved you. They were laughing with you.
No, that guy right there was laughing at me. Right there!
Calm down, man. He's on drugs or something.
It was my big speech.
I know, but it's. I'm sorry about this, everybody. I think Austin's really, you know, he takes this very seriously. I think emotionally it's maybe too much for him tonight, and I think we'll just skip the to be or not to be speech. I'm sorry if anybody feels, well, that's...
You should have thought about that before you laughed at
Shut
it.
up, yeah. This is
Be or not a bee? That is the question.
To be or not to be? That is the...
Question.
Not now.
No, that's your line.
I know.
I asked to be or not to.
To be or not to be? Not to be.
Ser o no ser.
Быть или не быть.
Just start to be or not to be.
You can't say that. It's gibberish.
But it's short, William. It's short. Listen, it flows. To be or not to be, that is the question.
You're damn right it's the question. Don't have any bloody idea what he's talking about.
It's all very well saying to somebody what to be or not to be means. I can do that, you can do it, from the notes in the edition, from your own mother wit. We can all play that game, and that's fine, and it's quite right, we should do. You can say that to an actor, and they can still say, yes, but I have to know how to use that. I have to know where the energy in my character is channeled into saying to be or not to be.
When I say those lines, they won't be in the play anymore. They'll just be watching some guy acting.
Yeah.
Me specifically.
This is a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Because you'd just be a guy acting, and Hamlet isn't.
No. Well, Yeah, he is kind of, in a way.
Okay. So Hamlet is just acting? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, he acts like he's crazy, that antic disposition. But then, no, not really.
All right. You have got to be specific. In this scene, Act 3, Scene 1, does Hamlet know that Claudius and Polonius are spying on him?
I don't know.
You have to know. If Hamlet is aware of their presence and when you speak these particularly famous words, you're performing for the guy who killed your father and for a meddling old fool, both of whom are hidden in this room. And if you don't know they're here, then your audience is you. And those people in the seats. But you have to decide.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the soliloquy from Hamlet.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune,
or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end.
To die. To sleep. No more. And by asleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks the flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished.
to die, to sleep.
To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub.
For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause.
There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life.
For who would bear the whips and scorns of time?
The oppressor's wrong.
Proud man's contumely.
The pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office and the spurns. The patient merit of the unworthy.
When he himself might his quietus make with a fair bodkin.
Who would these fardels bear? To grunt and sweat under a weary life?
That the dread of something after death.
The undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns.
Puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others that we know not of.
Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all.
And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought.
And enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard, their currents turn awry.
And lose the name of action. But soft you now, the fair Ophelia.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I am sorry. Wait a minute.
You're not Will Shakespeare, yes. Don't say it, I know. You hated Two Gentlemen of Verona. This one's much better.
Well, bugger my giddy aunt. You couldn't just sign something for me, could you?
Well, certainly.
Sorry, it's just a biro. Thank you. Oh, and just one more thing.
Yeah.
That is for every schoolboy and schoolgirl for the next 400 years. Have you any idea how much suffering you're going to cause? Hours spent at school desks trying to find one joke in A Midsummer Night's Dream. Years wearing stupid tights in school plays and saying things like, "What ho, my lord," and "Oh, look, here comes Othello," talking total crap as usual. Oh, and...
No!
That is for Ken Branagh's endless, uncut 4-hour version of Hamlet.
Who's Ken Branagh?
I'll tell him you said that, and I think he'll be very hurt.